Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back again with another Paladins video. First video on Drogoz in like more than a year, I'm pretty sure. When I checked right before recording this, the last video is back in like June of 2021 or something. I would say that I'm better with him, or at least more comfortable than the last time I played him on the channel. The builds are very similar with the reload and sort of F boost, and then the one that's just like infinite flight if you really want to run it. I'd say about 80% of the time I go for this one. It's a little bit more aggressive. It's sort of what I'm used to. And then the other 20%, I'll go for this one where you can fly around a ton if it works for the teams and the map. It really does just depend. But one thing I will mention here is I don't have a setup for the spit playstyle with Drogoz. It's a little bit harder to play. Doesn't really work very well for me. I've never really liked the Spitfire setup for Drogoz. So if you are going to go for that, go for combustible. You're going to have to look for that somewhere else. So yeah, I'm pretty much just ignoring the fire spit setup for Drogoz in this video. I'm going to be focusing on these two, playing probably one game with each. I would say they're pretty close to perfected, but I might change them a little bit more. I say like 85%, 90% of the way. I might tweak a few cards or levels, but they're mostly sort of finished. But when I've thought about it before, Drogoz is very, very close to a character that I would love. He's just missing one sort of pulse ability. If they could switch out his right click or give him a talent that does something similar where you get one extra like push, at least for me, if they change his fire spit and maybe his salvo up a bit, he would go way higher in like my personal sort of tier list. I put him around a B or sort of low A at the moment, but he could go higher. I just doubt they're really going to change him, because I think what he is now is fine, and a lot of people really do like Drogoz. A lot of people also hate him. Yeah, sort of above average if I had to sort of tell you how I feel about him. Anyway, enough yapping. Into game one, I might go for the infinite flight setup here. We're on sort of Foreman's Rise. We've got an IO, a 7, a Barrack, and a Furia. The only problem is they have a Sati and a Victor who really counter that. Koga also kind of does. Ceres and Vati you can sort of ignore if you're flying around a ton, but I don't know if we're going to get a better scenario for it than this, so I might grab it here and just kind of run with it. They have window of opportunity, which you kind of counter. I guess cardio also instead of burst mode. I guess this is kind of a good scenario for it. If we can just avoid the Victor and the Sati a bit. Going to grab Chronos here to start, and Wormjet's sort of overkill, but it should work out. We've got Fortify, Spring-Loaded Lifelink, Exterminate, Cardio, Adrenaline Junkie, Omnipresence, Soul Collector, and Window of Opportunity. That took me a little minute there to get through, but should be able to just fly up here. I mistimed my stuff. I should have used it in a bit of a different order, but it worked. We'll just blast down there a tad. Should be able to zone them if I'm just not, you know, terrible. A couple of good hits there. Victor just standing still seems a bit of a weird start. There goes the Vatu, never mind. Took a little second. Pop that on the Koga. This one is way more dependent on leading your shots compared to the other aggressive setup, which is the one I prefer because it's way easier to play in my opinion. This one, you have to be a little bit more careful with your positioning, and you have to, yeah, like I said, lead your shots a ton usually, just spamming it at that door. And again, I don't know, they're both kind of easy. I wouldn't consider Drogoz a hard character. Does have a pretty high skill ceiling. Let's just drop down. Kind of love that play for Drogoz, just landing on somebody when they're not really expecting it. We'll go for the ult and just slap somebody who's probably down here. Okay, that worked. I didn't have any idea. I just kind of guessed that they would be running in. It worked. Spam the Victor. He is a bit of a pain if he's got just an open angle. There's a detonate, which I messed up. Luckily, 7's just going to go ahead and get rid of him. Hello, Sati. That's Fury going for the ult. Just going to shred. We'll pop the F. This does give you just a ton more movement, even if you're not playing aggressively, especially with Wormjets. You can fly around just a ton and do stuff like that. Am I dead here? To try and get away. I'm not doing a great job of carrying the momentum. We'll blast the Koga. I'm gone. He's going to die for it, so that's fine. Don't know exactly why, because I didn't pay attention to the levels as we were loading in, but this seems like a very uneven game so far. Pretty good showcase for this one, though, and how easy it is to just sort of infinitely fly. We have meter for days, to be honest, as long as we're just, you know, managing it semi-decently. The setup is really, really easy to just permanently be in the air with. Does seem like a card or two is broken. It seems like sometimes the F will give me a higher percentage than it usually should, but I don't know, maybe it's just one of the triggers not properly notifying me. Go ahead and pop the ultimate. It's got to be one of the hardest stomps I've seen in a minute. It's 4v5 at least, but 390, pretty much 400 is going to be 210. I'm one of those 2 deaths. Yeah, rough. I only had a single second on the point, or maybe they didn't, it's just contested. There we go though, victory. I guess it was a good showcase for Infinite Flight Drogoz. It did work well there. I don't think it would have really mattered what setup I went for. I probably could have AFK'd and we still would have won that. But there you go. Stats for game 1, not going to focus on them here, but we'll jump straight into a game 2. Alright, so we got a Siege Bazaar, we got a Nando, a Ceres, a Xin, and a Ray. And then for this side, a General, a Grok, an Octavia, an Ash, and a Buck. This would actually also be a good situation for the flying setup, other than the Octavia and kind of the Genos. You know what, screw it, I'm going to make this just an Infinite Flight Drogoz video. Why the hell not? We'll go for Chronos and run it. We're doing Infinite Flight for both games. If you want to see the other one, I'll make another video if you guys enjoy Drogoz enough. Maybe I owe it to you guys to do 2. I don't know, trying to hit the bug. Expected him to fall down, he just didn't. Okay, having a hard time here outputting any sort of damage because my predictions are absolute ass. I'm really not doing very much. I'm flying around a lot. I'm being sort of annoying, and that's kind of it. There's an attempted detonate, which probably would have got me quite a bit of damage, but We're just going to fly away, get out of combat, and re-engage, I guess. Shots here on the Ashe. She hasn't got the damage reduction on the F, so she is sort of free damage. Genos, I think, went for Binary Star, which is kind of annoying. Nando's actually pretty damn back in there. Let's go in aggressively, get rid of the Buck. Never mind. Let's get rid of the Genos. His jump is actually really throwing me off. Dead there to the Octavia, went in a bit too hard, but that Genos actually does have like extra jump height, which I very rarely see anybody run, but it is really useful to have in your sort of loadout selection, because it does counter Drogoz from just being able to, you know, fire at your feet to get free damage and stuff. Fly up here, load up the Q, blast the Ashe, never mind, try to get rid of the Buck as well. He should be dead, right? Didn't even seem to know where I was hitting him from. Okay, do have the ultimate, do we go for it to get rid of the Ashe? Yeah, sure, I feel like this is just kind of free, right? I should go for this. Don't know if we really needed to, but should secure the 1-0 though, so it's probably worth. Going up against a Genos who is counter-jumping you is really annoying, but then again, he's not really doing very much else when he's jumping, so I don't mind it too much. Because I don't have the extra reload speed in the setup, I am going to go for Death Hands and Haven. I don't think I'd really recommend Death Hands on Drogoz, but I feel weird when I don't have it, so that's why I'm running it. It's probably not a good idea though. Got some good damage on the Ashe, he's going for the ult. Just dodge the Octavia here real quick, fire some stuff back there. I'm doing okay, definitely doing better now that I've been playing for at least a little bit, although still not great with the leading of the shots. I say as I land like 2 there directly on him. Thanks Ceres for the heal. Fire some loaded up Qs there. I thought they would juke right, they barely even moved. Okay, Octavia is actually trying to stand in a healing thing quite a bit, so I should play around that a tad. Drop down here, fire the Q. Sure, Genos is really getting on my tits though. There's a detonate, thought he pushed in, he didn't. Okay, do we push in aggressively? Guess we can also lead it a bit better because he is jumping extra, so maybe it isn't even a counter. It counters one thing, but it also screws him over on another. We're just going to block up, I didn't even need to. Back has gone too. What a freaking Ceres ultimate, Jesus Christ. Talents, by the way, Formidable, Yomi, Focus, Mortal Reach, Hell High Water, Bounce House, Fortress Breaker, Spirit's Domain, and then Binary Star. I should be standing on this to get extra credits. I'm just kind of bad at this game sometimes. So fire the Q over there. Actually doing a pretty good job here holding them off. We got a cheeky kill there on the Octavia. There goes the Buck. I'm getting way better as Drogoz as time goes on, as I play him more. He's a character that I feel like, even though he's easy to play, his skill ceiling and sort of the curve over how good you are with Drogoz is a bit different from other characters. Genos there for the ult activation and the slow-mo. We'll go for more Cronus or more Haven. I feel like Haven is super safe here, so let's go for that. I could go for Nimble, but I don't feel like I really need it. I'm more likely to go for Life Rip or Veteran, I think. Here, Morale Boost could also be really good. It would actually be solid, but because I'm flying around so much, the ultimate isn't as useful because I'm not as close to activate it. So I think here, and the healers can then ignore me a bit more, I'll probably go for Life Rip, but I don't know if that's the right decision or not. We'll just blast a little stepway there. Some solid damage, actually. Buck's just retreating. Do I go for the ult and then push in? This is kind of far away. She's probably going to have to get away. Okay, never mind. What am I doing? I don't know where the Ashe went, but I guess I'm sort of behind now. Yeah, this is happening. Did I get rid of the Grok? Oh my god, he actually ghost walked, I think, at the last possible second. Buck is out. Yeah, I don't really know how, but that somehow worked out. There's hits on the Genos. I'm probably dead here, pushing in solo. Bad idea, but maybe we'll guarantee the 3-0 this way, because I did delay him a bit. Kind of a bad play, to be honest. I should have not pushed in as much. 96% someone is on it. 99, that's probably regained this for them. Double hit on the Grok as he's in the thing. Don't know exactly what I'm doing here. I'm kind of just going to fly away a bit, I think. We'll load up the Q. Blast the Ashe's little spot there. Some really solid damage on her there. To be honest, she's gone. That's actually probably winning the fight for us, right? There goes Grok. Weird texture glitch. I pop the ultimate to hold them off. Unnecessary, but I feel like I genned it, so I might as well just go ahead and use it. I'm dead. That was a complete waste, and it consumed all of it. Definitely shouldn't have ulted there. I did go for Morale Boost. I feel like it is the better choice. Tried to help with the Ashe there. Didn't really work. Good detonate, though. Is she out with that long-range shot? I think she juked just a bit right for that to work. Throw over some more 850s. Honestly, even at 850 without the 25% extra, Drogoz does hit pretty hard if you hit a group of people. Octavia's on, like, nothing. Oh my god, she's got to be on, like, a couple little bits of health. Didn't reload. That was 2 shots. That would actually be good damage, too. Go for the detonate. There we go. Ashe is just here. We are countering Ashe really hard. Drogoz does counter Ashe pretty damn heavily. Probably more than any other tank I can think of off the top of my head, just because you counter her shield and also her weapon, unless she goes for the talent. And even then, you screw over pretty bad. Genos going all the way to the back of the map. I went for the shot. Didn't land it, though. Long range 850s. I do need to get a bit better at leading these shots, but there's a couple good solid ones there. Octavia is on nothing. Again, getting it away with like 2 health. Are you kidding me? Buck is on nothing. Free kill on him. Nice. Genos going for the ult. Really might be able to get rid of him. I can't do worse today, but yeah, I'm just playing to be as annoying as possible on this map right now. It's kind of working out. That is Octavia going for the ult. Grok went for it too. There's no way we're going to get this, but there's a ton of damage. We're dead. I think we might have been able to get that if we all used our ultimates, but I was saving it. The rest of the team was there too. Do I go for more Death Hands? Sure, why not? Pretty much getting the same benefit that we would get with the other setup because it's 40%, but now we're getting it even if we don't hit our shots, so sort of works out. It might actually be more like 70-30 than 80-20 like I said at the start of the video, because I feel like I might grab this one a little bit more after I play it a bit more and I get used to just flying around a ton. Dead to the buck. I don't know why I wasn't expecting him to be there, but I mean, we got rid of 3 of them, a 3-for-1 trade because the team pushed in as a group and I was left behind. I got flanked a bit by Buck and Ash. Seems like we ended up there for sure with the win. Gonna go for the ult and catch the Ash here on the bottom. Yeah, sure, ult there. Coming in clutch, extra percentage, pretty damn nice to be honest. I feel like I've been ulting quite a bit in this one. I think we got it. Yeah, there we go, full one. For some reason they didn't jump on it at the last second. I think we deserve the victory. The team did a really good job. I would say that I was carried a little bit in that one, but I still at least pulled most of my weight, although I could have definitely done a bit better there. Setup was actually a solid choice. 10-8, 84k, yeah, really quite happy with that. And there you go, there are the stats for the second one. Overall, a really good game. Even though it was 4-1, I would say that was pretty even and was not a stomp at all. They put up a really good fight. Shouts also to their Grok and their Octavia. But yeah, not really got too much else I can add here at the end. I definitely played better with the Infinite Fly setup than I used to. I remember having a harder time with this one than the aggressive one. This one I'd say is a little bit more fun, but it does depend on the scenario. I feel like they're both really good options. It just depends which one you feel like playing and you think will work. And yeah, like I said, even though I don't like his archetype very much, Drogoz is pretty close to the top of his archetype, and he's only missing a few things to be like good enough that I wouldn't even consider him like with the rest of the other blaster characters I can think of in video games. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Of course, let me know what you want to see me next. Let me know also your thoughts on Drogoz down in the comments. I'll see you guys all really, really soon. And as always, stay frosty.